it's pretty much like, it started off as, what's your desert island piece of gear, right? Like what's your go-to thing, whether it's writing, performing, that you can't live without. It's kind of grown into an animal all of its own. So we kind of open it up to any and everything, as like gear nerdy or non-nerdy as you want to get about it. But it's always interesting to see what people really value when it comes down to the tools of the trade and the gear around them. What comes to mind for you?
Well, as a singer, you don't have a whole lot of gear in the studio. This mic that I'm using right now, the SM7, it's like I always love to record everything on an SM7. It's just I like to hold it. You can hold it, you can scream into it, you can sing into it. It's such a great versatile studio mic. I think every record that we've ever done, there's some part of the record that was recorded into an SM7. But I do wireless stuff live usually. I'm not a chord guy. I'm not like the swing the chord, Taking Back Sunday kind of guy. So I like a good Shure wireless. That's kind of just my simple stuff. When I was a guitar player, and I still am a guitar player, but
I was going to say, I see a lot of guitars back there.
This is my favorite guitar of all time. Just a old Les Paul gold top.
That gold top.
But yeah, that's my favorite guitar. It's got blood stains on it and stuff. I have another band, like a pop punk band called The Fuck Off and Dies, and I play guitar and sing in that band. So that's my choice guitar there.
Oh, brilliant, dude. Well, I'm a big Les Paul guy. I love that. It's always been Les Pauls in studios for me, especially tracking. So, dude, that's a good one. Gotta love the gold top. Yeah. Well, especially with the blood, dude, makes it sound better.
I just noticed like, ooh, that's got blood on it still. Like I got that 12 years ago probably. And that was like always as a kid, it was like, I have to get a Les Paul someday, and the gold top thing, I was like, I think gold tops are awesome. But that was my dream guitar, and then bought it, a long time ago, and bought it new. It was like it's a standard, or it's a traditional, which is like a standard that they were making the traditionals for a while. I don't know, but that's my piece of gear right there. If I had to pick one,
that's a good one. I'm a big fan.
You can never have less Paul.
I would take more Paul. Yes.
More Paul, please.
More Paul.
Wow, dude, that's so great. Thanks for sharing that, dude. I'll try and look that up or get a picture of it too, to put with this, because I love the gold tops, dude. They look so good, and it's such an iconic, especially in the Les Paul world. That's so good. I'm curious, what's that acoustic you got over there too? While we're at this,
this is a Taylor. Taylor used to give us free stuff, which was really cool. So thanks, Taylor, for giving it to us 20 years ago. But I do all when we're on tour, we always bring acoustics too. So we always do I think you guys played this actual guitar when we did the Is for Lovers thing. Remember that one show got rained out
in Kansas. Oh, I think I've actually played that guitar.
Yeah, I don't remember who actually played this one, but I ran to the bus and got it out of the bay, and I was like, we ran over because everybody's like, does anybody have acoustics? And I was like, we have acoustics, yeah. So yeah.
Y'all saved the day on that, because we got rained. The outside stage got rained out. So as like a last ditch effort, we had to pack it in and just be like, I guess we'll try to play acoustic and squeeze as many people as we can in there. Dude, wow. Okay, well, I'm glad I asked. How about that?
Yeah, that's random. I just remembered that. Yeah. That one usually comes on the road, and we'll do like pre-show, VIP stuff or whatever. And I try to play guitar as much as I can. I try to make my way into being a guitar player, but not live usually. Every once in a while, we'll do acoustic stuff and I'll play, but I like to run around more. I don't want to be weighed down with these guitars.
They're awful, dude. The things that they do to your posture over 20 years, let me tell you.
Especially Les Pauls.
Well, that's honestly, and that's why I think I've just always gravitated towards the studios. Just a little lighter.
Yep.
Maybe I can convince myself they've saved me a few years of arthritis.
If I was playing live all the time, I would not probably play that.
We'll see.
But Ryan from Story Viewer, he plays PRS, and but in the studio he'll always use a Les Paul as well. But yeah, the PRSs are a good middle ground. They got the beef.
They're good. They do.
But they're lighter. So yeah.
That's right. Dude, great. Well, hello, old friend. Taylors are very nice. I love them. We've used them on our newest record. I used a Taylor on one or two of the acoustic parts, and I loved the way that they play it for sure.
It's a great acoustic company. I would love to have a Gibson acoustic, like an old, what are those called? Mockingbirds?
The Hummingbirds.
35s.
Yeah. Those are fucking awesome.
I will say I did also use a hummingbird on, what is it? The last track on Hum Goes On Forever on our most recent album. So it was actually Neil, the guitar player for a band called Devil Driver.
Oh yeah.
Was actually out there when we did it out in Garden Grove, and we borrowed that thing and to do like the little finger picky bits. Ooh,
yeah.
That with like a microphone, like a nice large diaphragm condenser, like an inch away from the strings. Whew,
yeah.
dude.
Sounds good.
You can hear inside those strings, and it's amazing.
You're like, I am in these strings.
They're great.
Yeah. I would love to have one of those, but they're not cheap. So
they're a little pricey.
Yeah.
That's what I'm told. I wanted to be careful when holding that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take an extra beat before I just like get up, and stand up out of that, and before I like take a chunk out of this with a mic or something.
Yeah.
So yeah,
move slow. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, dude, thank you so much, man. Thanks for sharing all that.
No problem.
That's a blast. We love it.
No problem. Yeah, I was gonna say my microphone gear, singing stuff isn't real exciting. So it's like, yeah, I sing into a mic. I don't know.
You know what's interesting? It is really good because I was going to ask actually, do you remember what mic y'all used on Page Avenue for the majority of those? What John had there for you?
I know all the screaming stuff. Like I was saying, it was an SM7, I
think.
And that was whenever I was like, oh, you can just hold this, and like I would like just crouch down and like get down and scream into a corner. I don't remember. He had a really nice some big mic, that hangs. I'm not real good at mics. Right. He had like a $10,000 fucking something mic, but then we ended up using the SM7 half the time too.
But the 7 probably just beat it for like some of those vocals, especially that.
That's when I learned. I was like, man, this is a magical mic. You can kind of just get away with anything with this. It's crazy.
Brilliant. Dude, awesome.
Wow.
Well, until we meet again, sir, we'll talk soon.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you guys soon.
Music to my ears every